Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Goldilocks. She had lovely golden hair that shone in the sunlight. One day, while exploring the forest near her home, she came across a cozy little cottage. Curious, she knocked on the door, but no one answered. Feeling adventurous, she pushed the door open and stepped inside. Goldilocks found herself in a warm kitchen where a delicious smell filled the air. On the table, there were 3 bowls of porridge. Being quite hungry, Goldilocks decided to try the porridge from the biggest bowl. Ouch! This porridge is too hot, she exclaimed, quickly moving to the next one. The medium-sized bowl was much too cold, but the smallest bowl was just right, and she ate it all up. After her meal, Goldilocks felt very sleepy. She wandered into the living room where she found 3 chairs. She climbed into the biggest chair, but it was too hard. The medium-sized chair was too soft. However, the tiniest chair was just right. As she sat, it broke to pieces, causing her to tumble to the ground with a thud. A bit shaken, Goldilocks still felt sleepy, so she made her way upstairs. There she found 3 beds. The first bed was too hard, the next was too soft, but the third one was just right, and Goldilocks fell asleep. Unbeknownst to Goldilocks, the cottage belonged to 3 bears: Daddy Bear, Mummy Bear, and Baby Bear. They returned home from their walk and noticed someone had been eating their porridge. Daddy Bear growled, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Mummy Bear said, "Someone's been eating my porridge." And Baby Bear cried out, "Someone's been eating my porridge too, and they've eaten it all up." In the living room, they saw their chairs had been used. Daddy Bear grumbled, "Someone's been sitting in my chair," while Mummy Bear echoed, "Someone's been sitting in my chair," and Baby Bear squeaked, "Someone's been sitting in my chair and it's broken." Finally, they went upstairs. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," growled Daddy Bear. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed too," said Mummy Bear. And Baby Bear wailed, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed, and she's still here." Goldilocks woke up to the sight of the 3 bears looking at her. Startled and a little frightened, she jumped up and ran out of the house as fast as her legs could carry her. She ran all the way home, promising herself she would never enter a strange house again. And so, the bears fixed their home and all their things, and Goldilocks learned a valuable lesson about respecting others' belongings. From that day on, she was a bit more careful whenever she explored the forest.
Once upon a time, in a lush bamboo forest far in the mountains, lived a curious little panda named Pippa. Unlike the other pandas who were content lazing around munching on bamboo all day, Pippa had an adventurous spirit. Her round eyes sparkled with a desire to explore beyond the familiar green thickets. Pippa lived with her family in a cozy enclave amidst towering bamboo stalks. The world was a sea of endless green for most pandas, but for Pippa, it was an invitation to discover the unknown. One sunny morning, when the dew glistened on the leaves like tiny diamonds, Pippa decided it was a perfect day for an adventure. She carefully tiptoed past her parents who were napping under the sprawling branches of an ancient banyan tree. Her heart pounded with excitement as she ventured out of the safety of her home. She wandered along a winding path she had never taken before, leading her to the edge of the forest. She heard the unmistakable sound of a gushing river, a melody hidden in the harmony of nature. Intrigued, Pippa trotted towards the sound and was soon standing beside a crystal-clear river that sparkled in the sunlight. Never had she seen water so vast and beautiful. Her reflection danced on the surface, and she giggled, trying to catch the shimmering image with her paws. As she played by the riverbank, she noticed a peculiar-looking fish jumping out of the water. "Hello," called the fish, making Pippa's eyes widen in astonishment. "I'm Flo, the river fish. What's a panda like you doing so far from home?" Pippa, momentarily speechless, soon found her voice. "I wanted to see what's beyond the bamboo forest," she explained with a grin. Flo flicked her tail delightedly. "Well, welcome to my part of the world. There are many more wonders beyond the forest and the river. Would you like me to show you around?" Feeling an overwhelming surge of happiness, Pippa nodded. Together, they journeyed along the river, with Flo leading the way in water while Pippa kept pace along the bank. Flo showed Pippa the bustling life in the river, turtles sunbathing on rocks, dragonflies dancing above the water, and birds singing joyful tunes from tree branches. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of pink and orange, Pippa realized it was time to return home. With a heart full of gratitude and countless new stories to tell, she bid farewell to Flo, promising to visit again. The journey back through the forest felt shorter somehow. As she nestled in with her family that night, Pippa was already dreaming of her next adventure. Her spirit of curiosity had been awakened, and the little panda knew that many more exciting tales awaited her just beyond the bamboo thickets, beyond where the light of discovery lay waiting. Pippa's adventure taught her that the world was a magical place, filled with mysteries to uncover and friends to meet. She learned that courage could lead her to incredible experiences, and that sometimes stepping out of the comfort zone unveils the most beautiful stories. And so, Pippa drifted into a peaceful slumber, her mind abuzz with dreams of what the next day would bring, ready to explore, discover, and create new stories of wonder and joy.